Good morning. In this video, we are going to discuss about the theories of the covalent bond. CV means covalent. Alright. So the covalent bond was the theories of the covalent bond was presented by many of the scientists. So the first scientist that we are discussing is Lewis. Okay. Lewis was a scientist that said that they give the concept of the electron pair. इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर का कॉन्सेप्ट दिया था. इलेक्ट्रॉन जो होंगे ना वो पेयर वाली शेयरिंग के अंदर होंगे, पेयर शेयरिंग के अंदर होंगे. With the example we're gonna understand that what does that mean. He said that electron are in the orbitals that will be sharing in the form of pairs. For example, we have N2 nitrogen, two atoms of nitrogen, and we know that the valency of nitrogen, valency basically means the electron present in the outermost shell. So I'm gonna make the outermost shell. This is the outermost shell of the nitrogen that has 5 electrons. So valency would be 5, and how many required to be stable, how many electrons are required कि ये अपना octet complete करे. 3 are required. So 3 are the unpair. अभी pair नहीं हुए वे. That are known as 3 unpair होंगे. Unpair होने कहते हैं that are incomplete. Now here I'm gonna bring another nitrogen. ठीक है. That has also the valency of 5. Now they are going to share their electrons with each other. Apna electron they are going to share, and this is known as the concept of the Lewis in the pair form. Pair form के अंदर they are going to share. Sharing हो रही है pair के अंदर. Alright. And the dot structure, you can say the dot structure was given by Lewis. If I talk about O2, so oxygen, the valency of the oxygen is 5, and how many unpaired electron would be in oxygen? Of course, there would be incomplete. The unpaired electron in the oxygen would be 2. Alright, 6 हैं तो how many required? कितने बाकी रह गए? We know that we have to complete our octet rule. Octet rule कितने electrons का होता है? 8 electrons का होता है. Now oxygen has 6. कितने रहते हैं हमारे पास? 2 are remaining. So those 2 are unpaired electrons. Alright? I hope that is clear. Now we are moving towards VB. VB was a theory, and it was the name of any scientist, or you can say it was a name of a theory. VB was a theory. VB theory gave the concept of the sharing of the atomic orbitals. Atomic orbitals और overlapping का concept दिया था. We're gonna understand what is overlapping. Overlapping कह ले, penetrating कह ले, diffusion, you can say anything in any word. He said that there will be the mutual sharing. म्यूचुअल शेयरिंग होगी. ठीक है, वहाँ पर होगी म्यूचुअल शेयरिंग, बट इट वुड बी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ पेयर एज लेविस सेड दैट. For example, I'm gonna make a hydrogen. We are going to take the example of H2. ठीक है, and this is H1 that has the electronic configuration of 1s. ये दूसरा H है because we have written H2 that has the electronic configuration. ठीक है, तो ये दोनों शेयरिंग करेंगे and they gonna make their self stable. अपना duplet they gonna complete, and we know that in the duplet rule the element requires 2 electrons in its outermost shell, right? So when they are overlap, now let's see how these two elements, same elements, are going to overlap. What will be shape of that? जब दोनों overlap होंगे, it would be like this. एक इस तरफ होगा and another would be in the opposite one, clockwise and anti-clockwise. I'm so sorry, ये ऐसा नहीं होगा. Yeah, it would be this. This area is known as overlap, right? Overlapping कहलाएगा. So this form where the electrons are being shared mutually in the form of pair, that will be known as monocentric. This is known as monocentric, right? Monocentric की दो चार बातें हैं that we're gonna discuss. Monocentric basically retain their identity. मतलब अगर ये एक हाइड्रोजन है तो इस हाइड्रोजन, ये जब इस दूसरे हाइड्रोजन, ये हाइड्रोजन इस हाइड्रोजन के साथ मिलेगा तो इट वॉन्ट चेंज इट्स प्रॉपर्टी, दोनों सेम रहेंगे, ठीक है. दे बोथ विल रिवॉल्व अराउंड देयर न्यूक्लियस एंड व्हेन देयर विल बी द मोर डेंसिटी, इन दोनों के बीच में there is more density, so the strength would be more, right? Now we are going to talk about another theory that was it was somehow related to this, but it was quite easy and very good. Let's just discuss that. Okay? And it was given by MOT. Okay? So what MOT theory said that हमने वहाँ पे monocentric पढ़ा था. Here when two atomic orbital, this is the nucleus, ठीक है, and outermost shell. हाइड्रोजन समझना है, ठीक है. According to MOT, they are being formed in this form. उनका जो न्यूक्लियस होगा ना, that would be in the center, and this would be known as linear combination of atom. Linear combination कहा जाएगा, ठीक है. Linear combo, right? And this is known as polycentric. This is known as polycentric कहलाएगा ये. Alright, but you know what? The properties would be changed. In the monocentric, the properties retain to its own position, but here the properties would be changed. Alright, properties हमारे पास change हो जाएगी. क्योंकि आप देखें ये एक ही न्यूक्लियस के अंदर आ गया, एक दोनों साथ मिल गए, तो ऑफ कोर्स देयर प्रॉपर्टी वुड बी चेंज. ऑलराइट, नाउ फॉर एग्जांपल वी आर गोइंग टू टेक एन एग्जांपल ऑफ अब यहाँ से फॉर एग्जांपल हमने H2O2 ले लिया. Let's make the electronic configuration of O. 1s2, 2s2, 2p, and 2p again. 2p मैं बताती हूँ, and 2 एक 2p आएगा, पर here x, 2px, 2py and 2pz. ये हमें पता है रिप्रेजेंटेशन करने का तरीका, राइट. This was the oxygen 1 and this is oxygen number 2. So it would be same 1s2 2s2 2p 2p. देखिए 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 हो गए पूरे. ऑलराइट. Z, Y and X. Now the purpose of making this is that the orientation of the electron would be making the pair with its same orientation. For example, यहाँ पे X है, यहाँ पे Y है, तो ये दोनों would be making the bond with each other. एक दूसरे के अलावा they will not make the bond. समझे? एक दूसरे के अलावा they will not make the bond. I hope you got it. Same goes with this. 2py will make the bond with itself. Alright, the orientation would be same. Now we are going to discuss about the sigma bond and pi bond. Alright, I'm gonna make a diagram. Okay, here we're gonna start from a diagram. This is x negative, this is x positive, this is y negative and y positive. Alright, तो as I said you कि y y से बनाएगा bond and x x से बनाएगा. Right, let's just make that. हम एक और यहाँ पे बना लेते हैं so that हम दोनों को combine कर सकें. So the bond between them y and y would be y के दरमियान होगा. Alright, linear sharing is called sigma and are strong and are parallel. अभी मैं आपको बताती हूँ. This sharing, ये वाली जो शेयरिंग होगी ना, लीनियर शेयरिंग, यहाँ से जो शेयरिंग होगी ना, that would be the linear sharing and this is known as sigma bond and this is known as pi bond. Alright, linear sharing means parallel, इस तरह से linear यूं sharing होगी तो that would be sigma, or if there would be the parallel sharing मतलब इस side इस तरह में होगी, that would be the pi bond. ठीक है. So the linear sharing is called as sigma covalent and are stronger and are parallel. Sigma bond is always on X. देखो यहाँ पर नहीं होगा sigma bond. I was wrong. So sorry. इधर से बनेगा sigma bond. Linear होगा. यहाँ पर तो हमें पता है pi bond बनेगा. Always on the x के ऊपर जो बॉन्ड बनेगा, x का जो बॉन्ड होगा, that would be sigma bond. Alright, and sigma bond would be stronger than the pi bond. Alright, sigma bond is present between the center of the nuclei. ये nuclei है, इसके center के अंदर the sigma bond is present. Alright, and they have the high density and the density and the reactivity is less because इनके पास strength ज़्यादा होती है. जब strength ज़्यादा होगी तो energy would be released and if the energy would release the reactivity would be less. Alright, this is the major reason that sigma bond is less reactive, and it releases energy. While talking about the pi bond, so pi bond is present below and below and above the molecule. The reactivity is more. Sigma bond is more stable. All right, sigma bond ये है, it would be more stable, but it is less reactive. All right, and it is localized, अपनी जगह पे होता है due to the energetic. I'm gonna write all the points. All right, but pi bond is less reactive, more reactive but less stability. And you know what, the sharing bit always would be start from x, or that would be sigma bond सबसे पहले शेयर करता है. राइट, अब यहाँ पे हम सिग्मा बॉन्ड के बारे में बात करने लगे. मैंने आपको वर्बली बता दिया था. सिग्मा बॉन्ड मैंने बताया कि वाई इट इज it is stronger than the pi bond, because when it is stronger it would release energy, and energy release करने की वजह से it would get less reactive. Sigma bond is always on x, ठीक है, on the center of nuclei, between the nuclei, ठीक है. एंड सिग्मा बॉन्ड जो होगा ना वो सबसे पहले शुरू होगा. राइट, नाउ इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द पाई बॉन्ड, अगर मैं पाई बॉन्ड की बात करूं तो पाई बॉन्ड इज लेस रिएक्टिव, मोर रिएक्टिव. एनर्जी would be less stable, delocalized, energy कम होगी. Alright, and it would be present below and above the molecule. Below, दोनों तरफ होगा, एक तरफ नहीं होगा, दोनों तरफ होगा. Alright, and it would represent by y के ऊपर ही होगा. अभी मैं आपको बताती हूँ. Above and below the, ये above है, below, center. ठीक है, आई होप दैट इज क्लियर. हमने थ्योरीज पढ़ी हैं, लेवल्स वी हैव डन, VP, MOT, sigma bond, pi bond. I hope these are clear. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.